Jones with the Bulb Care team here, and I'm going to talk to you about our feature of groups. Now, groups is going to be really important for your remote learning experience. It's a powerful tool, even inside the classroom, but it will really help you in your workflow between teachers and students. So you might ask, what is groups? So groups is really a place to collaborate and share work with others who are invited to the same group. So think about, you can create a group as your class, or you could have project groups, organizational groups. And so I'm going to walk you through how to create groups and some of the best practices and how to use groups. So starting from your profile page, you're going to go to the upper right hand corner and click on the hamburger menu. And starting at the left, right next to your activity feed, you have a tab called Groups. Now, if you already see your classes there, it probably means that Bulb is connected with your student information system, and we're maintaining and populating your class groups for you. For many of you, you're going to have to create your own groups, but don't worry, it's really quick and easy. So I actually want to show you how groups look and function, and then I'll walk you through how to create your group. So clicking on my Science Period 1 group, there's two components to groups. This first is the Members tab. So these are everyone who is a part of my group. These are all of my students in here, and I am the owner, Miss Berg, the owner of the group. Now, I can add group members through my username or email address, or allow them to join my group via group code. The other really great thing about this Members tab is, think about it as a quick link or a quick roster for you to be able to view anyone's portfolio. So I can come over here and click on Christina Berg, and I can quickly view her portfolio. And so that's just a really easy way to access your student work and see what they are doing as a whole. So I'm going to go back. Now, next to the Members tab is the Content tab. And this is where work is shared with each other. So anyone in the group, teachers, students, the owner, the members of the group, can all share content to this space. So for example, Miss Berg has shared a lab conclusion template. Now, this is a great example of content that could be shared to a group. As a teacher, I can create different templates for my assignments. I share it to the group. My students go to my group, they click on that template, and then they go down to the bottom and click Use Template, and now they can complete the assignment. So resources that you're giving them, if you're creating pages with lessons on it or templates, those are all really great things to add to groups. Students can also publish their work back to the group. So if the student completed the lab conclusion template, just like Omar Diaz has here, he has now posted his completed assignment here. Now, it's good to note that anyone within the group can view content that's posted within the group. So that's something to just be aware of, that this is an open collaborative space for you to be able to see the work that's going on. I would suggest that students create a collection, say a science collection or a remote learning collection, and they publish that collection to this group, and then they publish all the assignments within that collection. So the only thing that you see in this group is a tile for each student that says science or remote learning or whatever project they're working on, and it keeps your work a little bit more organized. So let's talk a little bit about how to create groups. I'm going to go back up to my hamburger menu. And I'm going to click on groups, and now you'll see that in the bottom right hand corner is a blue icon that says create group. I'm going to create a group, and I get to name my group. And then you also have to set the group URL. And I always suggest that you put the URL, no spaces, as the title of the group, and then probably your name. Like period 3 is something that's really common. And so it may be that they don't allow you to be able to use that. So then you could put period 3 Miss Berg. And now you have your group. I also want to pull your attention to this import class from Google Classroom. So if you have your class rosters already set up in Google Classroom, it is super easy for you to create your groups in Bulb. Click that import class from Google Classroom icon. It will open up your class, select your class, and it will create a class group with all of those students in it. And if those students don't have Bulb accounts yet, it will create them Bulb accounts for them. So an easy way to get all of your students' accounts and get those classes set up for you. But if you don't have Google Classroom, not a problem. You're just going to click the blue Create Group. Now you have your group. One of the things I recommend is that you add an image. Let's just make this group interesting and a little bit visual when I look at all of my groups in that group list. So I'm going to select my image here. I can even adjust where the image sits. Great. Now if I go to the members, I can invite new members by username or email address, and this is Bulb username. Or I can share this code out with my students. So I can post this code in my learning management system or through email or whatever kind of communication tool that you are giving to your students. And what they will do is your students are going to go from their profile page and they're going to click their hamburger menu. And they're going to see this join group icon right here. And they're going to click on join group and they're going to paste in the code and then they're going to click join. And now they will be a member of that group. So hopefully this is really helpful in having you understand how to use groups and the purpose of groups and how to quickly be able to set those up and get your classes ready for your remote learning. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to help@bulbapp.com.